Now we just do the ult, and we have fun. We have a grand old time. We play Luxior. We play Varus. Oh, I should have been playing the inexorable tide the whole time. Alright, let's do that first. And then we play Urza Assembles the Titans. So we proliferate. Do chapter 1. We'll throw all that on the bottom. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gnome here, and today we're checking out Tamiyo Field Researcher. This is for our buddy Grande, and this is a deck that I've been trying to make work for a long time. Bant super friends with trying to get an Oath of Teferi out so we can play all of our Planeswalkers abilities twice and do a lot of proliferation as well on the side with things like Inexorable Tide and Azuri. Sometimes when you get an Inexorable Tide with Azuri out with a couple Planeswalkers, it just gets absolutely insane. And so Tamiyo released, and it was the perfect commander for a deck like this. My original build was a Goryon deck, and that didn't go so well. I tried to fit too many adventure cards, and with the Planeswalkers, with the proliferation spells, it was just too much. But with Tamiyo actually gives us a little bit of card advantage with her +1 and something to do even if you don't have any cards in your hand. But the goal of the deck is to pretty much get Tamiyo's ultimate off. Once you get Tamiyo's -7, the game is pretty much in your hands. It's pretty much solitaire, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like that, but that's what the goal of the deck is. That might sound unfun to some people, but I have a blast playing with stuff like this, especially when you do get an Oath of Teferi out. I've split this deck up into a few categories. Your protection spells to protect your board state, Tamiyo Safekeeping, Veil of Summer to prevent your stuff from getting countered, Heroic Intervention to prevent your Planeswalkers from getting targeted, Teferi's Protection, and Yuan-Ti Scale Shield for the same reason. Our removal spells and board wipes here, and our Planeswalker support, which is going to be different for everybody else. You can see that they really just help out the deck in a lot of different ways. Biosis Hydra can end the game. Vorinclex can get your ultimates on a lot of your Planeswalkers easily. Urza Assembles the Titans can dig for a Planeswalker. It's really a terrible card, but in this deck, it's actually really sweet. And Broker's Ascendancy is just really nice if your opponent doesn't do anything about it. This section here, I wanted to put separately because these two cards specifically are only to go get the Oath of Teferi. If we have Oath of Teferi, maybe they can go get something else like Elspeth Conquers Death or something like that. This is the ramp section. We have a good amount of ramp. This is the proliferate section. You know, once you get your Planeswalkers out, you start proliferating. That's just nuts by itself. And then, of course, this is the Planeswalker section. The best Planeswalkers, I would say, especially early game, are going to be Dovin, Teferi, Time Raveler, and Teferi Hero Dominaria. Those are going to be the cards that you pair with her -2 that can stop your opponent in their tracks, really disrupt their tempo. But in game, you can get a Johnny Unyielding if you can get their ult off, the -9, Mordenkainen. And then also with these things, we also have the Ichor Gauntlet. So if you have this out with your Planeswalkers and they have enough loyalty, you can just keep taking extra turns. It's just absolutely nuts. This is a fun deck, and you're going to see the weaknesses of this deck in this video because I included the losses, but you're also going to see the strengths. Once this deck hits the -7, it's pretty much GG's from there. Nobody's really stopping you because it's an Omniscience, and you get to draw 3 cards. That's really honestly better than Omniscience. So I really appreciate the 2 people that helped me play the games, Happy Sven and Elf Boy, which is blue in our Discord server. This deck is for you, Grande, and I just wanted to say this deck does do well in the public queue as well. So it is really heavy costed because there's a lot of mythic and rares in this, but you can kind of make your own and work with the budget that you have. But besides that, let me know how you like it, and without further ado, let's get right into it and let's see how the deck does, shall we? Okay, we're up against Arlen Horde, a new commander from Shadows over Innistrad. Yeah, let's see how this will go. Okay, we got a pretty decent hand. Nothing too crazy though. No proliferation. We go first. I do have to mention this is against our friend Elf Boy. Thanks for helping me make this video. And I think this video is specifically going to be more on the playing with friends side, just because of the nature of this deck. Usually when this deck starts popping off, I usually don't get to actually see it go crazy, so this would be really nice. Our friends are going to let us do what we want to do. Oh, we don't want a -1. We'll just swing, go like that. We got a really good start here, I think. Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. Oh, he gets rid of the Heroic Intervention. Interesting. Let's play the... Do I want to play the Key to the Archive or do I want to play Tamiyo? I think I want a Key. But then I don't know what I want to get rid of for the Key. Let's just -1 Dovin. Let's play Tamiyo. That's +1 Tamiyo. And we'll go like that. Target both of those. Now, whenever they deal combat damage to each other, we'll draw a card for both of them. This Tamiyo's a really good Planeswalker as a commander. And I've been trying to really do a Bant Super Friends deck. So, I think this Tamiyo is really perfect. Really perfect for the job. You couldn't do something like this in Commander just because of the... You can't have Planeswalkers as commanders except for certain ones. Let's block here. So we get 2 cards off of that. And that's what makes this Tamiyo so good too, is the card draw that's available. It's really sweet, actually. Let's Day of Judgment. I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be good. It's going to help us set up. And that is our only board wipe. Maybe we can get one for the Key, but I felt like it was time. He had kind of had a not a scary board state, but he had the Cephalopod and probably Serpapod. That's a really weird word. Okay, Rada. Rada's pretty sweet. So we can -1 Dovin. And we can +1. We'll just target that Rada, even though it won't do anything. It won't do anything because of the Dovin. And then do we play Teferi or... I think I want to wait. I think I want to wait to play Teferi. Let's just play out the Smother and Tithe. Hopefully they don't have a hasty creature. I guess to help with the creature situation, we could just play Dovin as a creature. And just leave it up as a blocker just in case they have a hasty boy. The goal really is to alt Tamiyo. Once we alt Tamiyo, this deck kind of goes nuts. Because it's an Omniscience emblem, pretty much. Oh no, Kogla. That gets rid of Dovin. See, that's the problem that I don't like about Luxior, is it makes them a creature, so it makes them really a lot more vulnerable than we would like a Planeswalker. Okay, so we -7 Tamiyo, draw 3 cards, get Omniscience.
I should have brought more parchment.
That's pretty much GG's from there. I don't know why I even play Oath of Ajani, because our Planeswalkers are free now. Oh my gosh. Demonic Tutor. We Demonic Tutor the Oath of Teferi. Where's it at? Oath of Teferi. There we go. We play it for free. I guess we flicker the Key. Yeah, once you get the ultimate for this off this Tamiyo, it's pretty much game. I really don't see how you don't win.
Keep up the pace.
And we'll -3 the Kogla.
You need to slow down.
We'll -2 the Teferi. Play Eureka Moment. Oh my goodness, Tezzeret's Gambit. So we'll play the Tamiyo out before we play Tezzeret's Gambit.
Will be excellent research.
I'm gonna proliferate. Yeah, this is gonna go crazy. Let's +2.
Knights and Inferno.
Oh my goodness. Because we have the Casmina, we can +2 and then -7 with the Teferi.
Our time together is finished. New data is
That is really crazy. I feel so dirty. We get the ultimate on this Teferi. And I don't even know what to do. we have so many things to do here.
all possibilities.
That goes to the bottom. Scry another one. That goes to the bottom. Let's draw a card off this Teferi.
Now there's mysteries.
We'll draw a card off this Teferi.
Think fast.
We have a lot of our good stuff. This is ridiculous.
Time to improvise.
It's a 15-15. And we can't do anything more with our Planeswalkers. But what we can do is play this guy. And I guess we might as well do this too. We can make our 16-16 Teferi. So we have the Heroic Intervention. So we could do that just for free. And I appreciate it, Blue Elfboy. Thank you. This deck is wild, man. Okay, we go first against Koth Fire Resistance. We're up against another friend and our buddy Happy Sven. Thank you so much for letting me play this deck. Not you, Google. I think let's mulligan this. I don't really like this hand per se. But Elspeth Conquers Death could get rid of Koth, which is going to be an issue. You know what? Yeah, let's keep it and hope for the best. Let's play our Hallowed Fountain tapped so we don't lose no life. This could be a possible burn deck. Hello, friend. Oh, we don't want to draw that this early. That could be good though if they have a bunch of creatures. It's not too bad. But I really don't want to draw this early, especially us having ECD. Just feels bad. Oh, if we don't draw our lands, we're gonna be in trouble. I need something like a navigation orb. Come on, give me a land, baby. Ooh, that's not what we want to see. Alright. Looks like this was a bad keep. Oh boy, here we go. Looks like we won't be able to hit this Koth before it actually gets to fire off. So they just +2 it again next turn and they can ultimate. Which is pretty scary. And we can't even play anything because we don't have a green source. As long as we hit our land drop next turn, an untapped land at that, we can hit Koth with the ECD and hopefully be able to do something. Steamkin. Reckless Barbarian. That's great for that deck. Steamkin is as well. I think my only worry right now is this Koth ultimating. We don't hit our land drop. So let's hit the Steamkin with our swords. And we do have to take this ultimate, which is going to be hard to win from. We're kind of off to a really bad start. Chandra is here to play. Yeah, we're going to be taking some damage. This is bad. Very, very bad. Hey, can I have some lands here, buddy? You mind if I have some lands here? I really need it. I like that. You play things that, like artifacts that put the lands onto the battlefield for you. Yeah, this isn't gonna... I'm getting mana screwed. I'm getting mana screwed so hard. It's not cool. But that's what happens with a 3-color deck. Sometimes you don't hit your source that you need. I didn't even have anything to proliferate. And you kill it like you're some monster. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, their Koth deck is just going off here. Nice to see Koth go off. Koth is, you know, when Koth was spoiled, I was like, this card is absolute trash. But playing it as a commander is not. It's changed my mind. It's not bad as a commander. It's bad as like a planeswalker in the 99. I think so. Oh man, we're just getting screwed. Can I get a land? I searched for a Gloria land. Because holy hell do I need it. I'm probably dead anyway. I'm dead before we even get our green source. Haha! That didn't do anything. GG's. That was game anyway. We were gonna die to the Chandra next turn. Oh boy. Can we get a rematch? That was a terrible showing. Okay, we're up against Mishra, claimed by Gix. This will be an interesting matchup because Mishra's in a really aggro deck. We have 2 sources of land and... we have 2 lands, but none of them are blue, so let's mulligan that. Okay, this is good. I like this a lot more. I'm loving the Hermit, not really anything to hark on about here, but... I like the Arcane Signet, like the Joint Exploration. The Fairy's always nice too. Let's play the Oath of Ajani. That's gonna be sweet. We can Tamiyo turn 3. Would we want to, though, against a Mishra deck? I gotta wonder if they're gonna be playing a lot of hasty creatures. If they are, that could be really bad. Mishra, or do we kind of just set ourselves up? We Mishra, I mean, if we Tamiyo, we go down to -2. I mean, we would have to do the -2, so there's that. I guess what we could do just now is just play the Arcane Signet, then play the Malevolent Hermit. Kind of gives us a blocker. And kind of sets ourselves up to play Tamiyo. Now, this having Trample is pretty bad. Pretty bad for us, I would say. If he hits a Planeswalker off of this Curse of Hospitality, it's going to be terrible. Let's play this blue since we have Boseiju here. Let's go with Teferi. We'll throw Mishra in the deck if they want to put it in the command zone. There's that too. And let's attack. Let's hit them. Knowing Mishra though, they could have a lot of hasty things. 6 mana, like Gold Span Dragon could come out, Infernal the Star Mouse could come out. Skitter Beam Battalion's a good one. That's a really good one. I love Skitter Beam Battalion. It's a really cool card. Should we just blow this Curse of Hospitality up? I feel like I need to. Hmm. I guess let's do this.
Let us see if your talents are
Oh, it tapped the. Oh, it tapped the arcane signet. I wanted it to tap the dark heart waste. That kind of sucks. But you know what? It is what it is. Guess we'll do this.
study
Yeah, now we're kind of
with
screwed.
enlightenment.
So let's just play the Boseiju. We'll play down the Tamiyo, other Tamiyo.
Tamiyo, it is an honor
Return the Teferi to our hand,
I have learned
and kind of go from there.
ancestors.
His creatures do have trample, so one of these will get hit with 1 point of damage if he swings at our Planeswalker. Chooses our commander. I guess the other Tamiyo's not that scary. We do actually get rid of the other Skitterbeam Battalion, which is good. Because these things can be pretty sweet. Ooh, Diabolic Intent. Oh man. What is he gonna get? He could go get something that he could play immediately. Like Goatspan. But Goatspan can't attack yet. He has to wait till next turn. But I wonder what it'll be. Wonder if it'll be the Elder Spell. No, he gets. Oh, he gets us something to get rid of our graveyard. I like it. And it has Ward, discard a card. We have 6 mana. Play Teferi. Won't be able to do much. Guess what we could do for now. Play Teferi, targeting the curse. But if we do that, yeah, that curse is kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it? I think that's what we have to do. We don't want them getting value off of our stuff. We don't want to send a Skitterbeam back because he can just replay that.
Quite yet.
And let's target this. You know what? I guess I'll target this too. Just get rid of the Tamiyo safekeeping. What? Oh, did it? I wanted to discard a card. Did it not let me discard a card? Did I choose the wrong thing on Arena? I think I did. Maybe I screwed that up. Okay, I guess we'll just do this.
I think
That's
you'll
weird.
find my notes help.
What do I want to go look for? What's going to help us in this situation? Maybe a board wipe. Yeah, let's go get a board wipe. Hey, there was Cleansing Nova there. Alright, we'll pass turn. I screwed that up, so that kind of sucks. I don't know why it didn't let me discard a card by targeting the Graveyard Trespasser. But, that's very unfortunate. Because we would have drawn 2 cards off of that. That would have been sweet. Yeah, there's our Cleansing Nova. All of our Planeswalkers gone. In an instant. Alright, let's join exploration. Eternal Wanderer. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. We get the land and we get the Wanderer. We'll lose the Wanderer, though. But I think this is the best case. What do we target? Three, 6, 9. Plays Mishra. We're dead next turn if we don't do anything about this board. So, -4. Let's target the battalion. We still have a little bit of life gain with the Tamiyo safekeeping. And we'll see what we can do with that. He has a lot of mana, though. Oh, the House of Horrors is good. Gives their things haste. Does it? Oh no, that creature just has haste. Yeah, he's getting that value from that. From that Thunder Raiju. Okay, can we hit something that'll help us here? Lightning Helix. We'd need a red source for that. Everything costs red and we don't have red. Typical Key to the Archive. Skitter Beam, Thundering Raiju. Yeah, I guess we get the Lightning Helix. Get rid of the Broker's Ascendancy. And we're going to have to use this Tamiyo safekeeping to stay alive. But I think this just might be game. Oh, so it does get haste. Yeah, it does get haste. I didn't even see that. Yeah, we were just on the defensive the whole game. They get a +1/+1 counter and they deal damage to us? That's unfortunate. But that shows you how good their deck is. Why can't I... Oh, target a permanent you control. Yeah, that's just GG's. Good game, Sven. Took care of the deck properly. Alright, we're up against our boy, Elf Boy. Thank you for playing some games with me. Do we keep this? No green source, but I guess if we really needed to, we could go get it with the Search for Glory. Arcane Signet is kind of a green source as well, if we can get it off. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Playing Thalia. The new Thalia should be interesting. Okay, let's put our Darkar Waste. Draw a Teferi. Teferi is here to play. We play our Arcane Signet. Man, how awesome is this card? Like, Arcane Signet quickly became one of the most popular cards to play. It's just really good. So let's Arcane Signet. I think that's going to be solid ramp for us. Nice. There's another part of our green source. No. Not our Banishing Light. I guess I could Otawara it if I really wanted to. I don't think it's worth it, though. I don't think it's worth it to... Oh, okay. I was like, why did it come in tapped? And I was like, oh yeah, Thalia's on the battlefield. So let's... Do we Inexorable Tide? Do we Teferi? Do we search for glory? Do we Gideon? Or do we Tamiyo? I like the Tamiyo idea, but I really don't. You know what? Let's set ourselves up. Why don't we play the Inexorable Tide? Set ourselves up. And hope for the best. Oh, Shram's Expertise. Love it. I love the expertise cards. So good. Elite Spellbinder. Whatever you do, don't choose our Mordenkainen. I beg of you. Okay. I'm okay with casting Teferi for 6. There we are. But it enters tapped. That really slows us down. Remember when I was whoever's watching this, when they watch my streams, I said I don't want lands that enter tapped, and Thalia is making mostly all of our lands enter tapped. So it's really a feels bad moment here. We need to search our library for a board wipe. So this is what? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go down to 10. We're going to need to get our board wipe online. No, we have nothing to proliferate. I'm sorry. Do we have something like a board wipe? Like, the Wanderer. That's about it, though. I guess we're gonna need it. Oh, no. No. That's super bad for us. Super bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really bad because that's going to make it so we can't play the Wanderer next turn. And we are dead with that. I could Mordenkainen, but he probably has a removal spell for the doggy. Oh, the dog comes in tapped. Oh my gosh, it really hindered us. Screw you, Thalia. Screw you. Oh no. Yeah, that's... Well, hell, even if it didn't tap, you could just remove it with the Ugin there. Wow. That's just a straight up GG. GG. That's what I get for destroying him in that first match. Good game, Blue. Mochi. Okay, we're up against Sven again. Thank you for letting me play this. What do we do? Do we keep this or do we leave it? I like the Dovin. Dovin can really set us up really nicely with Tamiyo. I just don't like not having double green with the Varus. This is an average hand. It's not the best, not the worst though. You know what? Let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? We lose? Losing is the worst that can happen. Oh my goodness. We keep drawing these in-game card or mid-game cards super early. I don't do it, do I? I have to slow them down though. I'm sorry, Sven. We also draw a card with that, so it's really nice. Gotta slow them down. I can't have them ramping. Yeah, let's see. So we played the Tamiyo. And we just +1. And we +1. And go from there. We could have -2 and just hit their Chromatic Lantern, but I want to get this alt off if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, though. I'm going to be honest. Planeswalker is just so vulnerable sometimes. It doesn't help when we don't hit our land drops. That is the worst.
I'll protect you.
Can we green and blue? So let's Oath of a Johnny. And then let's play the Hermit. And then I think we can, let me see something here. Flying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 mana if they hit their land drop. Okay, I had a little bit of connection issues. That's why you see the Ajani guy. It just defaults to Ajani. But our friend Sven had chilled out and just waited for me to reconnect. So let's get this going. Let's just +1 our Tamiyo. Yeah, let's +1 our Tamiyo. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. I was thinking about -2. Doing the -2 on the mana rocks. But if they have their land, then they can just play their commander anyway. Orb of Dragonkind. And Dower Gods. Alright, so let's +1. Then let's into the north so we can get some mana at least, because we aren't getting nothing. Let's get a green source. Do we want to get white? Let's get green. Because of the Varus. Play Dovin. Do that. +1 to Fairy.
Let's try this.
Let's hope that we can get this alt off on Tamiyo. Oh, the Great Hinge. That's really good. Metallic Mimic. So I think we'll be able to get the alt off. Wow, no dragon cards with the top 7. So now we just do the alt, and we have fun.
Here, have some of my notes.
We have a grand old time. We play Luxior. We play Varus. Oh, I should have been playing the Inexorable Tide the whole time. Alright, let's do that first. And then we play Urza Assembles the Titans. So we proliferate. Do chapter 1. We'll throw all that on the bottom. Alright, that's some more technical difficulties. Not technical difficulties, but just real life stuff. Alright, so let's play Tamiyo. We're just gonna do the Fendelver Cave, throw that to the bottom. Proliferate. Oh, I guess I should have searched for glory first. That would have been nice. Do we go get the Oath? Do we go get something that's really amazing? I think we go get the Oath. I like that. I like the Oath. And then we flicker. What do we flicker? Let's flicker the Varus because it'll see the Varus as a separate entity if we can do something. +1 to Fairy.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
We'll +1 Tamiyo. And then we can alt Tamiyo because we can play we got the Ultra Teferi.
Listen and
Well, it's really just to draw cards, honestly. I should have got a command. I should have got a Planeswalker that drew us cards. That would have been sweet. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. We have the 12/12 Teferi Time Raveler. All these emblems we have. Oh, that's right. Because Delvin protects, kind of pseudo protects them in a way. We have Teferi's protection and Yon T scale shield, so we'll be okay. Terror of the Peaks is here. Let's see what they bring out. Oh, they don't bring out nothing with that egg yet. I guess gotta wait till next turn. Guess we'll do this. We'll create a treasure. Nothing can get brought back with the Elspeth Conquers Death.
like waxes and wanes.
We'll do this.
Every story is
And
worth
then
listening
let's do I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Let's just keep it open just in case we draw something really spicy. Because we have the Ultra Teferi, so we can activate Tamiyo one more time, so we can draw 3 cards if we get that -7 again. So we draw 2 cards off of that. Nice, we do hit Ren 7. We could also use these to proliferate our other spells too. Guess we'll make a Tree Folk. Yeah, I guess we'll do this so we can draw 3 cards from the Tamiyo's ability.
I have learned little here.
Like, we should be able to win, but we're still not there yet. Put a card onto the battlefield. Put the interplanar beacon. And we'll, guess, get another -3. We will terror, do the terror, do the Dargaz, and play the Benevolent Geist. I think. Oh yeah, we can activate the fairy too. Forget about that. We might as well. Yeah, that's gonna be it. We have Heroic Intervention. We have Teferi's Protection. Oh, so that Dovin actually stops the terror from dealing the damage with its ability as well. That's really sweet. Yeah, because terror does the damage, right? That's really sweet. Discards their hand. Yeah, so, I mean, we should be able to win with this, but it's not always a guarantee because we do have other resources besides Planeswalkers in our hand. But, I mean, with the Ultra Teferi, with Dovin, and our other Planeswalkers, I mean, it's pretty much game from there. We play Teferi again. I mean, not Teferi. We play Tamiyo. Guess we +1. Yeah, there's still just stuff in the graveyard. Or stuff that we're waiting to get. The Wanderer would have been cool. Guess we'll -3. Throw that back. There it is. That's what I was kind of waiting on. And we can take an extra turn with Dovin. We proliferate. So we can proliferate. Now this is where it gets sweet with the Ikaruun Gauntlet, because we just keep proliferating with everything. But I mean, we have pretty big creatures, so that's pretty much GG's at this point. Yeah, because we just swing out next turn. And I think we kind of have almost infinite turns now because of the Ikaruun Gauntlet. Because what's a fairy? We just... Well, once we take off the Luxor. Alright, I'm going to end it now. That's pretty much what the deck wants to do. I can't say GG's because it won't let me. But GG's, Finn. That was awesome. Thank you for sticking around.